Buscas pasar un buen rato.
Dímelo.
Bueno, ¿qué tal una aventura para toda la vida?
Ok.
Mi dato sobrevivo, donde vivo, no me importa. Tomaré un mangla, un gato o lo que sea. See, I'm moving fast, but no crash. I'm a last, get that cash, ain't no time for your low class. Nací para ser un chapoteo, manejo tu bum bum. Nací para aparecer.
Hace dinero.
Nací para ser un chapoteo, manejo tu bum bum. Nací para aparecer.
Hace dinero.
Entre la diosa de la jungla, el señor, la arena. El que es como nunca has visto.
Listen to the sounds of nature so free. Set that thing up on what you want to see.
Coge, nena, coge, nene.
Quiero que expreses todo tu amor y alegría. Suficiente por los juegos. Así que deja de jugar timito. Nací para ser un chapoteo, manejo tu bum bum. Nací para aparecer.
Riding through my city with the windows down.
Hey guys, it's your girl Gizelle.
I gotta get myself together. Wanna be ready when the stormy weather comes around. I'm just in a beat. My time is now. I know you don't believe in me, but you gon' respect the God in me.
Yo. Let me give it to you right.
All night, no, we ain't never gonna stop.
Never had it like this before.
No, gotta keep it together.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a real good, a sexual fight.
Give it to you, baby. All night, right?
I'ma take you some loving, sweet delicious things. Only you, I'm so gifted. See the blood on the brains.
Point of View Talk Show Season 3.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another exciting episode of From Her Point of View Talk Show with your girl, Lizzie, the goddess, and the beautiful, gorgeous, lovely.
What's up, guys? It's Gizelle, and I'm so happy to be back here with you yet again. If you would love to be a guest, we would love to have you. Email us at herpointofview@aol.com.
This show is brought to you by I Said It Management. And if you would like to find me on any social media platforms, go ahead and Google Lizzie the Goddess and follow and subscribe.
And I would love for you all to follow and subscribe as well to Gizzy Worldwide. That's Gizzy Worldwide.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have the CEO, founder at M.I.A. Entertainment Group Project, consultant, podcast host, screenwriter, and movie actress. She really doesn't need any introduction. This is the one and only legendary Mimie Acosta.
Hello, welcome to the show as an original.
Thank you. Hi, Lee.
Hi. What's up, Queen? How you doing?
I'm excited. You already know. It's really, really good to be here. Really good to be in this little spot right here with my ladies.
Hey, and shout out to our brand ambassador over there in the comment section, Miss Lizzie Smith. Shout out, and also to you, Miss Mimie, and Miss Bernadette. Thank you for joining us for the show. Let's get into it. Let's talk about where people can find you on social media platforms, Queen.
Okay, so they can find me via at MIA Entertainment Group on IG and MIAentertainmentgroup.com. See, I'm wearing my little leopard, my little.
Oh yeah, she came right too.
Yeah, because
I guess I'm a panther. I'm all in black.
she be having her little point of view too. So when we up there, we got a little.
Thank you.
I've been there. Y'all ain't been here yet. I don't think so.
Right.
Yeah. Shout out to Little Ninja. Thank you for joining the show. Gizelle, you want to kick it off with a first question on your own? Because I got lots.
do. So I saw a video about it was a girl, her name is Coach Stormy, and she says when dating you need to get yourself a Chris. And have you ever had a Chris? So the lady was like, what's a Chris? So she broke it down. It's the acronym. So the C, the guy must have some form of credit, good credit. The H is some form of a health routine, okay? Not just physical, mental as well, okay? She also said he has to have some type of real estate, because she said these men, and this is true, they don't be having nowhere to stay, okay? It doesn't have to own it. You know, he could be in an apartment. He has some type of real estate, some type of place that he is staying that is not living off someone else, living with your baby mama or something like that. And then the I was investments, whether online or something that he's investing in, or whether I'll add in there something that he's aiming towards getting into. And then the last thing was being a support system. What do you think of that, a Chris? And have you ever had one with all those qualities?
Look, they come with everything. And then as you get to know them, you find out that they only got 3 out of the 5, and it may just be 2. But when it boils down to it, you kind of like want somebody to be like extremely supportive, loving, just, really into you, and know that they're into you and only you, because this is the thing. Men are going to always fish. There's going to always be something they're looking at, and it's all good. Look all you want, but this is it. Let this be it. Because at the end of the day, we can grow together. So all this real estate and all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like we can grow these things together. You got some guys that are home with their moms, and you don't know what the situation is. She might have gotten sick. She's got this big old house. If something happens to her, it goes to him. He wants to downsize before that happens. There's so many elements and so many things. It's really up to really what you want to deal with, when it comes to that. But be good to me, treat me good, be kind to me, and let's do this together. Because if you're all that to me, then I will work with anything. You could be the plumber, the mechanic, because these are jobs too. They get paid. Oh, they get paid.
Yeah.
Somebody gotta do it.
I actually have my certificate in plumbing. They get paid good.
You know what's so crazy? You know what? It must be. I don't know if it's a Sagittarius thing, because we both Sagittarius over here. We got Miss Scorpio right there. But what I noticed is I actually want to take a course on cleaning. Leave me alone. Don't laugh. Like I saw them, like people going to college and actually learning what chemicals to use, what products are best if somebody can't handle something with too much smell. Yeah.
Right.
Bernadette says a Chris, no thank you. Well, let me give my opinion on that. I think that's all fine and dandy in a perfect world, right? But we don't live in a perfect world. Now, I will say some type of aim towards credit. Credit is important. And if you don't have the knowledge, like Mimie was saying, we can help work towards that. And you do have to have a health routine as far as at least mentally, because a lot of people are struggling, especially men, internally withholding things or past traumas. And then they may be projecting that onto you into the relationship, things like that. So you do want to have that. As far as investments, I know everyone doesn't have much money to invest in something, but it is a goal that, like Mimie said, we can work towards. I will say, though, you can't be living at home with your baby mama.
No,
okay?
Not ever.
You can't be living. I mean, you gotta be trying to do something else. But that one, I won't.
Not the baby mama.
I know you didn't say that.
I will give it the mama before I'm gonna give it the baby mama, because the baby mama, you tapping that somehow. Don't come with no nonsense. No.
Yeah.
No, we're not tapping into that real estate. No.
Right.
Bring up that question, Lizzie. She says, question for you ladies. Do you stay with a man if he is living with his mom? Oh, you already asked that, didn't you? Because she
Just
may be sick or his dad died and she didn't want to be alone. Yeah, we kind of did touch on that.
That's what that's what I was saying, Lizzie,
Yeah.
that if it's that, then that works for me, because it's really good that at least he's willing to take care of moms, la la la, but don't let her be the extra chick that I have to have a problem with. Where you going? Why you got to be over at her so late?
right.
Because those
So
come
we got
too.
what up, Red Arrow? I don't know. I the question is, okay, so where are you from? So I guess we can give a shout out to where we are representing. I'm representing New Jersey, Florida, and Puerto Rico.
Okay. And I am from Chicago, born and raised.
Okay, well, I am living in Georgia, but I am from St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands / Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I hope that answers
She a
that
little
question.
island girl. She a little island girl over here. I just
Alan,
use my
yeah,
accent.
no, a bumper clap.
See, that's you see, you haven't been around them Jamaicans too much with the bumble clout. We don't even say that in the Virgin Islands. That's some Jamaican stuff. Hey, look, shout out to my Jamaicans. Okay, I don't want no smoke.
Yeah. Well, I got it in my background, some Brazilian and Jamaican. Hey, Red Arrow, what you talking? Red Arrow is a marketing firm. So if you guys want more exposure or publicity or business owners, let us know. Well, that's so sweet of you. Yeah, you're gonna have to reach out to I Said It Management for that, sir.
Email us at herpointofview@aol.com as well.
Yes. Email her point of view at AOL.com. So Mimie, what's a question that you get asked a lot by a man that you kind of done and sick of? You don't want them to ask that no more.
You got a man?
Or
that's really it. That's the question.
Or what's your body count?
See, I've never been asked that question.
Me neither.
Look, let me tell y'all something, right? That has to be like one of the most disrespectful questions. And let me tell you the reason why. If I slept with 3 men, right? Those 3 men may have slept with 30 women each. What's my body count? See, I get on some spiritual levels when it comes to that type of stuff, because
you see why the question's irrelevant.
Yeah, it's
but there
irrelevant.
Was so many, you seen them folks. They try to make them little podcasts and they try to talk about, and they be guys and they be trying to talk about. Yeah. Oh, you probably know what I'm talking about. You probably know me. You probably know that they say, a guy has a right to ask a woman what her body count is if she has the right to ask what kind of job he has, to find out what kind of income he makes.
Those aren't even the same.
No, it's not.
No, it's really not. And the thing about it is, like, I'm not sleeping with you, so what you worried about?
Right.
What's your body count? Deuces. That's an immediate deuces.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna come with a lot of stuff. It's gonna come with a lot. That question in itself is gonna come with a whole lot of jealousy, a whole lot of where you going, who you around. This one want to sleep with you. I see that. I've been there, done that. No, it's a no. But that's not a question for us ladies.
Exactly, for us ladies. I mean, the moment a guy even feels like he needs to ask that question, the moment he feels he needs to ask the question, he should have just not even bothered and just walked away. If you feel like you talking to a what's the nice way to put it, a hoochie, then why, instead of a lady? Because you're not gonna ask. If you look at a lady, you and you can tell that's a lady, that she holds herself well, right. She presents herself professionally. Why would you then even feel the urge to ask her what her body count is? But if you're talking to a coochie girl, then you're gonna. First of all, why would you talk to her? That's the problem. I think that they're not understanding that if they know what they want externally, the profile, then don't treat her like she could be that, right? Like a hoochie girl.
Right.
Okay.
It's a form of insecurity to ask that question.
Yes.
And it's actually immature as well.
Yeah.
It is.
You're not really getting to any point by asking that question.
I don't know at what point that question ever came relevant in the world of courting, dating, getting to know somebody, because I've never ever been asked that question ever.
Me neither. It's a social media thing. It's a social media war against men and women.
It's on social media, and some they're trying to make it relevant. But I noticed that this is something that's coming from guys that are in their early 20s. They still wet behind the ears, got a lot to learn themselves. You know, as
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's if you find that you don't like the questions the female is asking you, then you don't even have to bother sitting there arguing with her and ask nasty questions back to her. You don't have to do
Right.
all that.
Right.
It shouldn't even be about that.
Right.
Oh yeah, exactly. Little Ninja agrees. See?
Right.
Yes, it's definitely insecure. What is your body count? What's a deal
Lizzie,
breaker? She
yeah.
asked in a relationship for you, Mimie, if you want to answer that.
Well, that's one of them. Those stupid questions.
Just okay. So I could understand a guy coming straight from work, stopping in a spot, just trying to get a little beer before he gets home and looking a little raunchy dirty because he just came from work. I get that. You know, whenever I go to places, I try to look my best and represent my little 4-inch heels, my little jeans, my little cute top, la la la. Right. So I always want to look good. But, you know, some guys, they do that. But if a guy comes out on a date dressing like, well, you know, in my age range, right? And we're talking about like, you know, 45, 50, 55, my little age range. And he's coming with the pants hanging off his ass and the baseball cap to the side, like he in his 20s somewhere. We got a whole problem. So
Right.
dress code, definitely. You gotta
Pull your
represent
pants up,
yourself.
guys. If you want a real woman, if you want a lady,
Really
you
represent
gotta
yourself well.
pull your pants up. Pull them pants up. Why you showing other people what your boxes look like?
First impression is everything before you even come my way. Now, if you are within distance of me, your breath better smell good.
Oh, that's another one. Bad breath is that's a deal breaker. And yes, I'm gonna come to that right what you just said, Red Arrow. Pull that back up real quick. Go ahead, Gizelle. You gonna say it, but then we
Only
gotta get to this.
fans made the question relevant about the body count.
This person knows what I'm talking about. And so the thing is that why would you then be speaking to somebody who is even affiliated with something that you don't even want to be affiliated with?
Right.
Why would you? And why are you going to waste your time?
Right.
So if it's relevant, it's because okay, you already know you're speaking to a hoochie coochie girl. What do you expect her body count to be? You want it to be low?
Yeah.
Don't be the ones getting married though these days.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna call a name, but I'm gonna say this. I do know an artist that I know for sure because I know her. I know her for many, many years, right? But she's on this OnlyFans thing for a lot of like attention and different things that she's doing and whatnot, and you know, has dated a few guys. When you talk about a high body count on OnlyFans, I don't really think that's really 100% accurate. Maybe because Red Arrow is on OnlyFans a whole lot and he sees a whole lot of stuff that I haven't seen. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
No. We just don't know. And you know what? Shout out to people who do have a My OnlyFans that actually they'll show cooking. It has nothing to do with cheeky. It has to do with cooking, because some people do. They're advertising their cooking. They're showing you they're showing you aerobics, but it's because it's so easy access and it's so instant that the hoochie world took over the platform. But the platform was not originally intended. And actually, before this year even began, the website was thinking of banning that. They were going to ban it in December of last year.
Well, they can't now because it only makes sense. They're making money that way too.
They're making money, right? Since they're making money, so you have to blame the people that are tuning in. It's making the platform money. The platform ain't gonna get rid of it,
right? So but look at Instagram. It's almost the same thing with Instagram. Instagram has gotten really interesting. But I remember at one point, if they just saw a butt cheek, they was bringing your thing down. Like, okay, hold on, you're going to jail for a second because you showed your butt cheek. But this chick is showing her entire world.
Ladies, let me tell you, I barely showed a cheek, and it wasn't a cheek; it was a thigh. But because my thigh there's much to the thigh.
Right.
TikTok took my picture down. I'm like, it was a whole bodysuit. It was a bodysuit. It was a thigh. You see it. It's not even a booty. And then I put it on Instagram, and they almost did the same thing. I'm like, I had to dispute that. I'm like, let me explain something to you. You forget, this is just a thigh.
Right.
They don't care. They're gonna put you in jail for that 24 hours or whatever, and that stuff hurts.
But then all these other chicks
on social media.
And then you find somebody more naked than yourself, and you're like, but wait a minute, I'm wearing actually a sophisticated, nice suit. versus what this chick over here wearing. She wearing a whole bikini with her booty cheeks hanging. She's going left cheek, right cheek, cheek. And I didn't even do that. But you take my stuff down and you leave this hooker up. I don't think so. No.
Right.
No. Conspiracy.
I have a question. Have you ever dated a narcissist? Because narcissism seems to be a very popular topic online these days, because I guess people are now putting a word to what they've been dealing with. So, and they've got all types of terminologies for them, like different lanes of narcissism. So have you ever encountered that in a relationship before?
I did. And it was my mistake to date somebody much younger, my first time ever. And I left it right there, and I'll never do it again. Because I'm going to tell you something.
I hear that.
These young people are on some shenanigans. Okay. But yes, it was definitely a lot of controlling. You know what? Look, let me just say this, because it wasn't just about, a younger individual, because it's happened in even my age range. Narcissism comes in many ways and in many forms. But when somebody tries to put all of their badness on you, or turn things around and make it look like you the worst person ever when you've done nothing but the best, or try to shred you, or try to, manipulate, and the sorry and the crying, and then the emotional roller coaster is not for me when it comes to men. Now, I don't have a problem with men showing their vulnerable side, because, we're all human beings. But that narcissism right there, that controlling and all that craziness, honey, for the birds. Because this is the thing. I'm really nice. I'm really sweet. There's a flip side to this coin as well.
That's right. Don't turn it on. Don't flip it now. Heads or tails. So there's obviously there's a lot going on in our comment section, which, shout out to everybody who's really getting into it. Thank you, Red Arrow and Lizzie Smith. We really appreciate you. There is a lot of stuff going on social media. One of the things that I want to add to about social media is that people who have probably been having a hard time with dating a physical person are now getting into AI dating, and it's giving them instant fulfillment, even if it's just texting. And sometimes they have this one AI called character AI. Leave me alone. That is called that you can like pull up a character from like a film or an anime, and you can it's like you're having a conversation with it. And now they just added a new feature where you can listen to the voice that sounds just like the character. God.
Wow.
Leave me alone.
And people are falling in love with AI.
Wait, listen. Just you understand. It's fun, but the real thing is so much better. So the real thing, ladies and gentlemen. But what do you think about people who, if they can't get out, they can't get a chance to interact with the real thing? Because this is something I've been researching also. It's just like, okay, trying to get into that, tap into the mind. Like what are they thinking? What's going on upstairs? Something that I'm really always interested in is human behavior. And a lot of them is, I can't get out. I can't get to see anybody. I have no way to travel. I'm disabled, or it's really like along those lines. Or I have nobody that I'm getting older, and I have nobody that I really, been able to intertwine with. So this right now is just kind of coddling them. It's making them feel a little bit better. Not that all of them, some of them fall in love. They're like, they really want this to be a real person. Some of them, it's just something to like coax them for a while until something real come around.
I can't even understand that. I can't even understand that.
That's why I said I had to get into the mind of what they could be feeling and thinking, and step outside my box. Because me, I like my physical contact. I'm enjoying it. It's very nice. Right. But to understand where somebody else is coming from, I have to step outside my box.
Right.
Try to get inside their head. Like what is it? What's the big thing about it? And I'm gonna say this to my mama. Tried the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. My daughter, Mimie, she did it again. My daughter introduced me to this thing. It's her fault. She introduced me to this thing, this AI character. She says, "Look, mommy, now you can add a voice and you can listen to the character's voice." I'm like, I said, "Let me know Let me wait. What? So I looked it up, and yes, it's real. You could check it out. You know, you can add a character for yourself, and you know, I'm a writer. We're artists. We just make believe. It's fine. It's fine.
I think it's fun for the fun of it, but AI is kind of like getting out of control because
Right.
there's a lot of dangers and disadvantages with it because like first of all, just to go back to like finding like romanticizing it or using it as a coping method to an extent for the coping method, but if it's going to if it's something like it becomes you dependent upon this,
Yeah.
then now you're stirring like in the mental pot. You know, you're
Right.
stirring in a area where now you're messing with your sanity because that's a disconnect. You need something else, you know, to connect whatever's void within you instead of becoming dependent on artificial intelligence because people are in love with like dolls or robots and then they're even programming the likeness of some people's deceased loved ones. They have the ability to program the likeness into the character or the robot, and so it'll even talk and think like and sound like someone. And so just imagine now someone that was going through things and now they're dependent upon something that's not even real,
Right.
and like time is just passing them by. You know, I think that's a negative in the long run for them and their mental health. But then the other danger I was talking about is, you know, like they can take our voice right now and somebody can be like, oh, like knock on your door. Hey, open the door. It's mom. Kid, don't open the door. A kid don't look out the door or something. Got your voice. You understand? It's so easy to do that.
Yes.
And then using our voices to make music or things like that against, you know, so it's a lot of dangers and disadvantages with it. I wouldn't say romanticize no artificial intelligence or robotic relationships. Be very careful, tread lightly.
There's pros and cons to everything, ladies and gentlemen. Pros and cons to everything. Don't let things like this get out of control. What do we got going on? Yes, AI in society is dangerous because it will take away jobs from actors and more.
It's already happening.
It's already happening. And again, there are pros and cons. The thing is, you know, it's like one of those things I always say. Too much of anything is no good. This is the kind of power that can easily get out of control in the wrong hands. And there's a lot of people that are not mentally sound enough to differentiate when it's time to have a little fun. Like, you know, it's just a person who goes to the library, they pick up a book. It's not real, but you know, like, you know, if they go to the fantasy section, they're reading. It's not real, but they enjoy reading it. Well, this particular AI app is kind of like reading a book. You can come up with the plot, you come up with the story, and you're just reading. Now, you know, in the hands of someone who is not mentally sound, and they will forget and they'll just coop themselves up in their room and they'll never come out to enjoy the world. That's dangerous. That's you know, that's a problem. And you don't know what type of person is really getting their hands on this AI. So yeah, I mean, it's tough to decide. Is this something that should continue or should it cease to exist?
Right.
Red Arrow says a lot of the AI comes from the dark web, so be careful.
Oh yeah. And well, you know what? We live right now and we are reaching out to all you different types of folks that experience different things. And
let me read what Crystal Booker says. She says it's better than the people that fall in love with inanimate objects, such as the guy who fell in love and married an ashtray. My God. What's your opinion on that?
You see, it depends. It really everything depends. It depends.
Jeez. This is a lot of mental insanity. What do you think?
It is. Look, this is the thing. Mental illness is real.
Yes.
And psychological issues and all this stuff. The freak show is real. It's really, it's really, you know, like I don't really want to place a whole lot of judgment on it because at the end of the day, that is the society that we are in today. It kind of crept up on us, but it was transitioning from a long time ago. These things were happening from a long time ago in little pockets, and all of a sudden it's like, here it is, bam, here you go, guys. You know, so I don't want to say that we just have to adapt. We just have to choose what it is that we're into and roll with that.
Exactly. I agree. Lizzie says loneliness does many things to people, and if one doesn't understand it, they will be confused at what is going on. It's a hard line. It's true. If somebody is lonely and this is their way to just kind of just get them through their day, just to have a little, like, even if it is an AI app, if it's helping them get through their day, if that's the kind of person we're talking about, and they're reasonable, they do interact with people still, and they don't completely, engulf themselves in that AI, then good for you. Now, Red Arrow mentions, yep, the dogs, the robots, all the AI stuff, instant that what you think it is, it comes from a dark place situation. Now, the dogs, can you elaborate? Because I do want to know what he's talking about with the dogs. If we're talking about the furries, I got to defend the furries a little bit on this one, because there's not everybody is over the top perverse with the whole furry thing. The furries is supposed to be like no different than a mascot you would see at a football game. That's where it all stemmed from. And it's also, Japanese anime. But because not everybody can handle the arts. People let things go to their head. They take it too far. They take something that was meant to be sweet and innocent and they corrupt it. So now we can't have nothing sweet and innocent no more. We just can't. It's out the window.
Red Arrow say, yo, when you at home at night and the TV cut on and start talking to you, it's too late.
Right.
It's time to run.
Robot.
Just as far as connecting this back to relationships, yeah, if it's helping you, but if it's helping you as far as like a relationship and like you're having romantic feelings, no, that is what I'm not in agreement on. No. But as far as whatever you're coping and need to, that's okay. But not romantic relationships with artificial intelligence and robots and furries and dogs and bestiality and all that stuff.
I think with us being creatives, in the entertainment industry, then we find different things for AI to help us, because they're, I'm gonna tell you, AI is really great from writing some really nice and dangerous letters, and a little of everything. So AI does have its ups and downs, but I'm not using it to chat with nobody talking about, hey baby.
No, it's called Chat GPT. It's if you go to Google and you look up Chat GPT, and then let's say you say, I'm looking for a better way to phrase this, and it helps rephrase it for you.
Yes. I actually have it on my phone. It actually works really, really well. Too. Because it actually helps you. It does. You might want to say something in a certain type of way, and you're like, what, this ain't the best way to say it. And then you just put it in there, and AI will come back with a really nice explanation as to why I'm leaving, or why this is happening, or why you got to go. But no, it has its ups and downs. So I'm not gonna talk too bad about it, because it is okay. But not for no. It's not replacing no man. I'm sorry, it's not.
Right? No.
Exactly. And let's not give those things a bad reputation just because a few group of people twisted it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about the furries, and let's if you want something to come back and be good again, first of all, boycott anything overly perverse on OnlyFans, and let's get the people that actually use it that for cooking, like I said, and aerobics and all that. Let's get them back up there. Let's give them your money, the attention. Stop giving all the freaky deaky people the attention. Otherwise, you need to stop complaining.
Right.
Contributing to the problem. They don't own it. You're just giving it more attention. It's just like films. And in a relationship, you're going to find that, you have those couples that they're having a hard time because now the man, he's into kitschy yaya pornography, right? And he's not giving enough attention to his woman, whether that's his girlfriend or his wife. And then now you got to find out, well, why? You got a physical lady right there. She's right there. She's ready. She's right there. Does she suffer a medical problem and now you can't touch her? And you're trying to stay away from cheating?
If it's medical, you better understand it and deal with it and take that as a way for you yourself to fast as a man.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me take this moment to fast and cleanse, get my workout on, work on the car, freaking go lawnmower the yard. Do something.
Exactly.
Be intimate differently with her. Try being intimate differently. Why is it always got to be kitchi yaya? Just
I have something to say about that. I just think that it is they have made it so cool, and this is my opinion from her point of view, okay, from this her, okay. They've made it so cool to masturbate, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like they made that whole thing of the toys and just everything, and if you really think about it, something's wrong. Like if you just really take the time to think about that, like if you have someone and you're taking time to just pleasure yourself, or now you're so addicted to that and you're not even getting, because it's giving people feelings that they can't even get from the human. So now people it's war online about certain toys versus the man and this and that. I'm sure that you all have seen, and so I think that it's a disadvantage in really even doing it, but at least getting addicted to that, whether you're watching it or doing it yourself. There's a major disadvantage that will kind of like hinder your actual experience in the flesh with another person.
Yes, that's why I don't do toys.
I don't either.
I'm gonna just leave it at that. You know what? See, so I'm not alone. CB and the boys, Crystal Booker. So Crystal Booker, that's one of my co-hosts over there at CB and the boys, and
You're
right, Crystal. You're right.
Every Wednesday show. So guys, this is my thing, and the reason why I'm saying that CB and the boys is because we've had talks about that. We've had talks about the toys thing, and I just thought that I was by myself in the whole world, where I'm like, look, even at my age, I'm never, and I'm not even interested in, like, it's just not happening. If I have to please myself with a freaking toy, what are men walking the earth for? What are you guys roaming the earth for?
You got to think about that. It's true. It's kind of low key crazy.
I don't need no man on earth. If I have to go to toys, it's on. I'm done.
You know what? I think we did mention this one time, but I'm also very, very, I'm thinking about the males who suffer, a deficiency downstairs, and they either if we being fair, I always think about all perspectives, like literally getting outside the box and thinking, if the man, he's a great man, he's got a great job, he takes you out on dates, he has a great touch, when he strokes your face, it's just right, but there's a problem downstairs, and it's not his fault. He got into an accident, because I know someone who did, and something hit his area, causing a problem. So now he has to wear, in order for him to please a woman, even like he can last, let's say he can last a little bit, but then he's got to put a strap on to keep it going.
No, we are going to find ways to make this thing work. Period. If you are just going for the little bit, guess what? I'm getting all of it until there's no more left, and we're gonna do some other things. That's just it. I'm just sorry. We're gonna work some things out. There's some grown folks conversations right here, people.
Right. That's what it is, from a mature.
We're gonna work it out.
From her point of view, talk show, ladies and gentlemen.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Please, let's have this conversation during the period of courting, unless this is something that happens after we start dating. We've been together for a while. God forbid something happens to you. Then, you know what, sweetheart, let's deal with this. But tell me this because for some people, that is very important. For me, it ain't, because like I said, God forbid, if something that does happen, then what? You're gonna leave the person because they can't no longer function? No, honey, we got all kinds. Got all kinds of creative ways that we can function, baby.
But people do that because the power of lust is actually stronger than their love. There's this couple.
Ooh,
something happened to her husband or whatever. I think he got shot or something. They weren't married or anything, but she takes care of him, and she has a boyfriend now. And then I also saw another situation very similar to that, where the man, he's taking care of his wife, but he has a girlfriend now. So he didn't divorce the wife, but she's like something happened where she kind of like doesn't function or talk, or like she's like in a child state, like she has to be taken care of, like all things like that. So he has a girlfriend, they're in the house taking care of the wife together. Eventually that girlfriend left him or something like that. I did see a case where they haven't left, and What do you think about that? Like the power of lust and love, and people thinking that I'm sticking around, I'm still taking care of them, but I got needs too. Do you think this is a true act of love, that they are still taking care of them, but their flesh needs, they're getting fulfilled? Or what do you think is happening with this?
I'll let you go right ahead. Maybe you want to go take the mic. Go ahead, drop it like it's hot.
I almost didn't want to take the mic. So this is the thing with that, because you see, I always want to put myself in a situation as to what I would do in a situation like that, because I think that the person is not dead.
Yeah.
So this individual still knows what's happening around them. And I don't think that is a good thing for them either way. If I know that is something that I cannot handle, I cannot deal with it, I cannot do this anymore, I'm going to have to get them the best help that they can possibly get and see my way out of that situation. Now, if this is a situation where I'm married, we're in love, this is that, guess what? All that other stuff is going to have to go to the side, because through thickness and health, better, worse, all this and all the ups and downs, and we're doing this for life, I am dedicated to this individual, and that's going to just be it.
Right.
Yeah.
See me as
people don't honor those vows, though. They don't honor those vows anymore. They don't.
They don't. But you know, it's a jacked up world that we're living in today, and it's just some jacked up people out here.
And the people that don't honor the vows are the ones getting married the most.
Right.
It's true.
Right.
It's true, because they're just getting married just to say that they did it. That's really what, and to show off. It's like a trophy. Crystal says toys are fun. I don't know if that was sarcasm because of the emoji, but honestly, listen, I don't mind. Crystal
know what she's saying. Toys are fun for her.
I like me some handcuffs every once in a while. I like some 50 Shades. I'm a freak. Anyway.
Okay, so wait a minute. No. Let me say that, because you said that real fast, and then you dipping out of question. Hold on a second. Let's go back to you right quick. Are you talking about you having handcuffs on you, or you handcuffing somebody?
It don't matter. We can share. We can go both ways.
I don't know no man that wants to be handcuffed today. I think this been
I I'll put on a nice, outfit.
Okay, we can move it right along.
Outfit, and I was like, "What's up? You getting arrested tonight, sugar?" And I'm saying, like, if it's just not all the time, like, I mean, I agree. Like, we shouldn't have to need toys. My thing is, don't need the AI, don't need the toys. But if you do these things to have fun,
yes,
having fun with your partner, that's what matters. As long as you're not doing it with this person and that person, you having fun with your partner. That's what it makes all the difference.
I haven't gotten there yet. I think I've bypassed my stage in the toy world. Whereas
that's okay. That's okay. Preference. Everybody's supposed to have it. Oh, he said he needed to up his tongue game. Oh, for heaven's sake. You already know.
Right.
Have mercy.
Let's read this question about the caretaker. Who is I want to bring that question back up. Is it Ascora? Acerca Rodriguez says, great question, because it's so hard being a caretaker for someone, especially if you aren't getting anything back.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that is hard.
Yeah.
But when you make those vows, in sickness and health, rich or poor.
Yeah. So it says through sickness and health, and the sickness doesn't just mean the cold or the flu, ladies and gentlemen. It literally means if that person gets into a car accident, they end up with one leg or one nut, and then next they can't, whatever. Through sickness and through health. These are vows. They're sacred.
Okay.
They're sacred vows. That's why they're called they're sacred. Highlight the word sacred.
Yes.
And if you can't honor that, you don't know what sacred is.
Yeah.
Right.
You're not going to have nothing sacred in your life. You're just going to have the temporary in your life.
People are temporary these days.
To learn the value of something sacred.
Mm-hmm.
Duncan.
Right. People are so temporary people are very temporary these days. Vibes change. They get to looking outside elsewhere instead of, keeping the spark up in the relationship, especially if you're in a long-term relationship, marriage or whatever. 20 years, 18 years. Of course, things can, the spark and the butterflies may not be as strong or intense as before. So that doesn't mean go out and get it somewhere else and go start dating and doing and experiencing things.
That means have a conversation. Have a conversation or book a trip. Make it happen. Because look, there's so much you can do. Get a babysitter, get away from that, baby. You know what? I just want to take you out. Let's go back to like 15 years ago. All right, baby. Like, what? In 2 seconds, I'll throw that 4-inch you're going. Let's go.
Right. Especially when you have kids, things change. And then, so I think a lot of people don't have that stamina in relationships when things change and there's kids or there's priorities. Like we have to work, like the time of playing around all day is kind of not happening right now. So you have to make that time if you want your relationship to last, if you care enough about this person.
Yes.
It's not that you've grown apart, it's that you're not doing what needs to be done.
You're having a hard time
right now. Did she see Mimie got the wavy memo, Gizelle? She got the wavy memo. I didn't. I'm sorry, I betrayed y'all.
And your hair is curly too, right? Your hair is curly.
Normally, yes, it goes like this. Yeah, but I didn't get that memo. And so then, okay, so I said it got this really good question. He says, what as a community can we do as a collective to teach our children to not become dependent on the new agenda, to be less social with their peers in relationships? Well, damn, that's a mouthful.
That's a mouthful, because the generation that we have coming up today is babies having babies. And with that being said, it's a lot of kids that are being raised all over in all kind of ways, and not all of them are pleasing to the eye or to the ear. So that's a very, very hard thing to kind of like reverse today. It can be done, but it will take a miracle from Father God.
Oh heaven! He makes miracles. Red Arrow says, "Lee, we putting them on you." What in the world was it? The handcuffs? I hope they got fur, like Mimi's shirt. I hope it's like leopard. Yes.
Right. He said he got a tongue game to work on though. Lily ain't the one, honey. You better get all your it together.
Freakily.
I do want to say that with the it's as far as what I said it as it's like another issue is what you said, babies raising babies, and it's also people are like adding to that, like people are more lost than ever before. So, and they're also being raised by social media, and then everything that's going on social media, and like maybe inappropriate music at young ages. And so like you said, it's going to take because there's like a movement, an agenda, like you said, a new agenda of men against women, not respecting relationships, not monogamy is not for everyone, but cheating on people and matching energy and tricking men out of their money and stuff like so. It's an agenda like that, to where respectable relationships are kind of like not the thing to do. So respectable relationships, I think, and spirituality, people are moving away from that. So I think it's going to take a movement, just like there's a movement to pushing these new agendas to get that back, an online presence, because social media is ruling. So we'll need people online having the talks and the debates like people are having about the men versus women, about and about the good things, and about going to a place of sticking by each other and being loyal, being respectable men and women, and whatever, it will have to be a movement online, just like there's one online for the new agenda.
Right.
Right. That's true. Red Arrow, you better stop playing. You better stop playing. Lily got real guys putting handcuff on you and giving you the cowgirl hat. Hello. No, you know what? I got some cowgirl boots though. A lot of people base their relationship on what they see on TV. They are glued to their phones. Being real isn't a thing anymore. People rewarding bad behavior. It's sad now. Yeah, you are right.
Yes, you're on point, Lizzie.
I agree.
Yeah, it's a lot of that.
Mic drop. Bing.
Yeah, because I've definitely been watching like a lot of little videos, and I'm watching these little kids twerking in schools, and the theme song is the theme song of the hoods, and the kids are just all in it, and I'm just like, It's all a mess. It's all a mess. And, you know, teachers are not caring like how they used to anymore, because they're like, you know what, if your kids are bad as hell, the whole school is bad, everything is bad, let me just show up and get a check.
They never
They're
The
cared to
teachers are
leaving. The
abusing
teachers are
kids. It's a
actually
mess.
leaving. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
They never
I went to
cared
my
to
daughter's
do it.
school. My daughter's school, she's had a substitute basically this whole year. Now she got like a permanent teacher. And the lady in the office told me that she had to, like, it's teachers that have come out of retirement. This is happening all over to assist with the school issue and the shortage of teachers. Like, they're leaving because the kids are so bad. They're leaving because
Yes.
they're underpaid. You
Yes.
understand? And so that is something. But yeah, like, so yeah, and then there's a lot of teachers that don't care, like you said. So these kids coming to school they are coming to school in elementary with their lashes done. Do you hear me? Faces beat, wigs on. Do you hear me? Lace front
Yes.
wigs.
Yes.
The youth is growing too fast, and I just don't think that the direction it's going to be anybody respecting a relationship, you know, like, or themselves.
Right.
You know, I was told to take my wig off. I was in what was it? I think I was in 5th grade. I believe it was fifth grade, excuse me. Yeah, 5th grade. And what kids learn by who raises them and what they witness is true. And the thing is just that when I was going to school, you know, and I was looking at some of the boys and who they were flirting with and stuff, I was like, man, I really wanted some straight hair, because I just had poofy hair. And I had this boy that apparently years later found out he had a thing for me, but he put spiders in my hair. He put gum in my hair. I had to cut that thing out. It was very difficult, very upsetting. And, you know, so when I got the wig was beautiful, fluffy. Like, actually, it was beautiful, fluffy. It wasn't even a straight hair wig. It was beautiful, fluffy, like what Gizelle got going on. Beautiful hair. That's natural, ladies and gentlemen. That's not a wig. That's natural. But my wig looked like her natural hair right there, and like Mimie's. And but my teacher did not understand that, you know, there's other females that will wear a wig, and it doesn't matter if my skin looks super hecka dark, because my hair texture is built differently. So I really wanted my hair done, and I wanted it to look nice. So I said, you know what, Mom, I really want a wig so I could just pop it on and I could be done with it, because I had long hair past my booty, and it was I look like what's his name from The Lion King, and I love my hair. Yeah, but no one else appreciated my Tina Turner. And so I said, you know what? But so my teacher says, I need you to take it off. And I'm like, but this is my hair. Like, this, it's mine. Like, it's not, yes, it's a wig, but it's I bought it. It's mine. And so she made me take it off. And I wanted it especially done because we had a report. So, you know, the dating pool, back to the dating pool and how this relates, is that really was an insecurity of mine, was my hair and my booty. My booty was hecka big. I had this skinny little body with this booty that got me in trouble. I mean, it got me kicked out of ballet when I was
but look at it today. Today it works, because now you got these females going and getting all this stuff done.
How it all changes. Look at how what happens in school, the influence and the things that people see. Look at how it all, the scenario I just laid down, connects to the dating. If that's what kids are seeing, that, you know, they're making fun of girls if they're wearing a wig, if they're wearing extensions. So what's on you that I can't get from the store? You remember that scene with Will Smith? He said, girl, what do you have on that I can't get from the store? And he makes her take off her eyelashes, her hair. And she's like, I wanted to look extra nice. Okay. So that right there is, stop dissing any woman that's wearing some what her get up. Okay. You don't see her you know, judging you because you go to get your eyebrows done. You know, the men that get their eyebrows extra waxed.
That's a conversation, because men try to claim that they like natural so much, and they really do, but they'll cheat on you with a girl with a floor length,
with an obvious
spider lashes and nails this long. But I like my, you know, so I think they don't want you to look a certain way so that you don't attract too much, but they go for that. It's like a weird, it's kind of like a love hate. But let me tell you men this, for me, in my point of view, I barely wear weave. Sometimes I do. I don't know how to do it, so I think that's another thing. But my hair used to be super, super long. So, but I don't really wear weave often, but I do if I want to. And but let me tell you something. We don't put our weave on and our lashes like, ooh, he's gonna like this weave. Ooh, he's gonna like these nails. We do this for us. This is a girl thing. This is a part of our experience. Okay. Opposites attract. You're gonna have to take it or leave it. But don't try to change who people are because they like to wear makeup and try to tell them I like my women natural. Well, then this isn't the woman for you. People gonna wear. We gonna wear some lashes sometimes if we want to. We're gonna put on some makeup. Somebody gonna put a wig on sometimes, and this is what we want to do. This is our experience, and you take it or leave it.
Exactly. that's fact. Vernon says we need another Noah's Ark. Oh man.
We need to wipe the people off we need to wipe people off this earth, huh? Right.
They tried it with COVID. It didn't work. It made things worse because now the kids were locked up at home for 2 years. Then you put them back in the schools and now they're over there fighting teachers.
That's exactly what she was saying. Teachers can't discipline. Some are afraid of retaliation now. It's family issues. It stems at home. All these issues do stem at home.
Yes.
You know, Vernon says, what happened to it takes a village to raise a child? Wait, what?
Yeah. True. Them days are done almost. It's not like that anymore. Now you can't even get involved with the neighbor situation. You know, back then you can get involved with the neighbor situation, you know, send the kids off somewhere, do something, get involved and not get shot or killed. Today, you talk to the neighbor in a rough way and they come in with an AK-47 after you. No.
People are
mentally it's getting out of control.
No, it's a mess today.
There's a girl, I just read a news report of a mother. And this is another thing, just being single mothers and some people feeling like they don't have the help to be able to live their lives. But things change when you have a kid. You have to set those things up or you're going to have to miss out on some things because the kids are priority. But this young mother, she went on a 6-day cruise. You understand me? Left her kids in, I think the kids were like 8 and 6, like younger than 8.
Yeah.
2 kids left them at home and was watching them on a webcam sometimes or whatever for 6 days. And neighbors, they called because they saw her leave like 4 or 5 days ago. And the kids were there. The house was a mess, smelled like pee. And she just with her wig and her lashes in the mug shot coming back from her cruise got arrested. You don't do stuff like that.
No.
Right.
And like you said about the village. So now the kids are in the auntie's care. It's unfortunate that maybe she felt like she couldn't ask someone for that much time for herself or didn't have the help of the father or whatever. But you still have to make the right decision at the end of the day. The children come first. You either take them with you or you have to miss that.
Right. So how are you having the time of your life on a ship, on a cruise, and your kids are by themselves and you know they by themselves? That's a psychological issue. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That is something is totally wrong with that entire picture.
Yeah.
You know,
if you don't want your
babies, guys, if you don't want your babies, give them up. Talk to somebody.
There's a lot of that going on these days. I keep seeing reports like another mother and a aunt, they left to go to a bar or something. The house burned down. The kids died. Yeah. People are leaving their kids home to live their lives. You have to understand. So like some people may not have a village or are too self-centered, but prioritizing the children and having a village is essential to be able to get other things done. But if you don't have that, this is the priority.
Yes.
Right. To date, to experience real courtship. Red Arrow, bring him up. He says, send grandma up to the school with the belt. She has a record of generation and 0 losses. I still remember grandma telling something and the belt in the hand. It was done quicker than I could say no.
Grandma will come up missing today, honey. You leave grandma at home, okay?
Yes.
Baking her cookies for the grandbabies.
You ain't going nowhere. Isn't that what we say, Mimi, in Spanish? Keep your clothes on. You ain't going nowhere.
That's it. That's it, honey. That grandma would not make it today, honey. We leave her live her best life. Send her on a cruise. Right. She go up with a belt. She might end up on the belt. Nah, we ain't having that. These kids are bad. They're bad. They're bad as hell today.
Yeah. So Do you find that, ladies, just a question, because it's I gotta find out everybody's perspective on this one. I've been hearing a lot of people tell me that after 15 years, they're just now going through a breakup. Specifically 15. More than one person. What's up with that? What do you think?
People are just done with the fighting, the bickering, they just, folks just give up. You know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes more than not is people tolerate each other for a time. Like, okay, let me just wait until this child graduates from school, or let me wait till these kids are out the door, and then I'll go live my best life. I'll leave this situation alone, because people are trying to keep their families together. They want daddy, mommy, everybody under the same roof. But sometimes they can't even stand each other. We don't know that. They're putting on their best when they step out that door, but they get inside. They're just like, man, you go to your room, I go to mine. But the kids are the ones that feel it in a run. So nobody really wins when it comes to situations like that. If you have a 15-year marriage and all of a sudden is let's go deuces because the kids just graduated from school and this one just went off to college and that is over, that's been over. That ain't just became over. That's how I feel.
And,
that's just my
and what did you
take.
do to try to combat that the battle or the struggle that you was having in a relationship? Or did you step out and get what you were missing, like I was mentioning, get what you were missing inside the relationship elsewhere instead of sparking that back up? Because that is unfortunate, especially when families and kids are involved. So
right.
Yeah. Lizzie, pull it up. Let's see. Problem is some guys cut out when the child is born and leave the mom to do it on her own. It's hard. Needs more awareness. Yeah. There was somewhere where these gentlemen, they were actually having a conversation explaining that they're longing for the traditional woman where she would, she's at home with the kids and he goes to work, makes the money, comes home. Problem is that these gentlemen that state that's all sweet and dandy, but what they're not understanding is that there's too many case scenarios, the numbers are too high, where the guy would leave, woman is home doing her job, raising the kids, cleaning the house, being a wonderful homemaker, because that's a job too. But then he's not just going to work, he's hooking up with the secretary or he's hooking up with this person. So, and then he divorced her. We also Diary of a Mad Black Woman. He'll leave her because this is true. This happened. This is too many times, and that's why we have the modern woman. That's why we have the modern woman. That's why it's not just feminism; it's survival.
yeah,
Women decided, if this guy leaves me, what am I going to do?
right.
If he leaves me with nothing, what do? I need a job. I have no choice. I need to have that. I need my own income in case this guy decides to get stupid.
Right.
That's why we have the modern woman.
Yes.
Facts.
This is why you find out what all the resources are to get you all the help that you need. So when dude decides that he will want to up and leave, you can go ahead and get all the government resources and everything that you can get yourself for your kids and move on with your life, because the world does not end because he decided to walk out on you. For some women it does, because they make the man their entire world. And then when he decides that he wants to do something, and it happens vice versa too. I'm not just talking about, I'm saying, men doing this, but women do it too. You know what I'm saying? They make the whole world about this individual, or when the person walks out, they're in shambles.
Right.
Text it enough.
You can't allow that to happen.
Right. That's not what should be happening. You have all your resources together. So God forbid this man decides to walk out on you. You've got your resources on deck. You keep them bad boys in an email, in a folder. I'm sorry, guys. I know what you're gonna start doing. You're gonna start
have your savings. Have your separate hidden savings.
Like, get your resources.
What do you think about having What do you think about having a hidden savings for the just in case?
I think it's a good idea. I think it's a smart idea. I mean, if we're talking about being smart and reasonable, then that's a great idea. First of all, it has nothing to do with, oh, well, then you're already showing signs you don't trust. And I'm like, forget that bull crap. This is literally like for real. This is life or death. This is survival. This is you need to have a just in case.
No. First of all, I'm gonna be very open with it. And I'm gonna let him know that there's an emergency stash that nobody touches, and that's what's
Right.
gonna happen. And in case of an emergency, my bad sweetheart, in case you decide one day that you want to up and leave me, I just want you to know that that stash is there. Stop
Yeah.
playing. I'm a
That's right.
realist. I'm gonna let you know what it
And
is.
Because I'm not gonna get. I'm
that's
not
what I'm
gonna
saying.
go
Talk
on
about
the
being
floor.
real.
No.
Right.
It's just survival, gentlemen. And this is not
Yeah.
bashing again. It's not bashing our gentlemen. We
Right.
love this. We want you to take notes. That this is what us ladies want to give you as feedbacks. This is for everybody. It's for ladies and gentlemen. This is
Mhm.
not no bashing nobody. No men versus women. This is not what this platform is about. This is literally about dating and our perspective of how society has gotten out of control with the dating cesspool. Liz says 2 people created a child. It needs to be more than 50-50. It's 100-100. The man is tired after work, and the woman is tired from things at home. Just because she doesn't work outside the house doesn't mean that she's not working.
Right. True.
Because, like I said, homemaker, that's actually a job. You go to the bank, and it says, "What's your job? What's your job?" It'll say homemaker. It'll say it's there. You could look. Don't even take my word for it. Just look it up.
No, I know.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so, what do you think about prenups?
Definitely. What do you say, Mimi?
I say definitely too.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm okay. We okay with prenuptial agreement. Everybody, we okay with it. We think it's
That's
actually a
it.
good idea.
That's
It's
it.
equivalent to the just in case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't want. First of all, I don't want nothing that you have because I might even leave some damn things behind when I leave. If I'm
Right.
ready to go, I'm bouncing. Look. I have my 4-inch stilettos, my jeans, and my cute little tops, my purse.
Right.
This is.
That's right. And do you think that that's why we have so many males that have sort of been raised to become sort of more insecure than the previous generation? Because now there's too much fear. They fear that because the woman is able to get a job, because she's able to survive on her own, he just feels the sense of she doesn't need me. She can leave me anytime. And
Man,
it's
look.
like, man, the woman doesn't
He
do
needs
this
to come with
generally.
confidence, Lee. He needs to come
He
with all the
does.
confidence in the world because I come with all the confidence in the world. So we need to work this shit together. I'm sorry. Let's just work it out or not work it at all. But I'm not going to have some insecure man trying to make me feel less than because he's got insecurity issues. No, man.
Right. Right.
That's right. And that also includes with the physical ailments that he probably suffers. You want him to still come with that confidence.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Because look, this is the thing. He's been through some things. Guess what? We've been through some things too.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm not trying to put my crown on you, mister. So this is the thing. If we need counseling, let's work it out. If we need to whatever it is that we need to do to make this happen, let's make it happen. But if we can't make it happen, bye, because somebody else will.
Right.
Somebody's gonna make it happen. Somebody's gonna appreciate that booty.
Damn. All of it.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Not just one cheek, but both cheeks.
Oh my Lord.
Okay, so is it okay for to set the boundaries on physical intimate contact on day 1 of the date? And how much do you need to go into detail with the guy on your boundaries? How far? Like, how deep is that conversation gonna get? Like, you're gonna tell him I don't want to kiss at the end of this date? Are you gonna go into all that? Like, how are you gonna carry this date?
This is the thing. If I'm really, really, really feeling him, then we grown. Things might just get a little crazy. But if it's one of those things where I'm like, you know what, let me just take it slow because I really need to see where that head is at, because that might have said some little things in the conversation that's gonna make me be like, he gotta, he's gonna be stalking me, because that does happen. Right. So you just gotta be careful. You just gotta, figure it out. Weave as you go, versus no, I'm not gonna kiss him. No, I'm not gonna this. Or no, I like flirting. I like flirting on a first date.
What about you, Gizelle?
Yeah, it's okay to an extent, nothing too crazy, but yeah, if that's the vibe, that's the energy, that's okay.
Yeah, and it's okay to set your boundaries. Ladies. Just don't scare the guy off by sounding like a nag or a hag. What you saying over there, Red Arrow? He says a lot of guys don't mind taking care of their woman, and there's nothing wrong with making one person your everything when they're making you their everything, and that's fine. but
Right.
you still, whoever you are, like for anybody who, also feels this way, because I feel that way too, Red Arrow. I feel you. I think we feel it. We feel this person. Yes, we do. Him, she, he, we, whatever. We feel you. Okay. So, but the thing is, we have to have that just in case section. We need that, what you said, Mimi, that just in case. Gizelle, we need all that just in case. It's just, it's reasonable, and it helps you sleep at night. When you have a strong relationship, there's no secrets. Yeah, you don't have to have a secret that you have the just in case. Like Mimi said, you could just tell him straight up, listen, I got this just in case. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Right. That's not the let's go on a cruise, let's go to Vegas thing. That's the emergency stash for real. You act crazy, I'm good.
It's true. How often do you think that couples should take time off of work and go on vacations? Not dates, vacations.
Vacation, I would say maybe once every 3 months or every 4 months, maybe twice a year.
Okay.
At minimum,
now to really keep that going, I would say date night, like Friday nights, date nights, and maybe twice a year for a nice, maybe a week vacation, a couple days, whatever.
Yeah, that's nice. I agree.
Like
yeah, I definitely do. And then if you can't go out, people's money be funny sometimes. So I mean, at least once a year, you got to get a vacation in there. Sometimes you got to get out of the box and the environment that you're going to go see the world somewhere else. It provides more spice and excitement in the relationship, which is what.
Man, bring that crazy question up on here, Bernadette. What the heck? You could tell you talking to Aaliyah when you see a comment like this. What if your man decides he wants to start dressing out of your wardrobe? Have mercy. Go ahead, Gizelle. You go first.
What if he decides he want to dress out of my wardrobe? Absolutely not. No. Not for me. That's not for me.
No, not at all. No, that's look. First of all, that's when you packing your bags. How about that? That's when it's all the way over. Because if you're bold enough to even attempt that means that you had something going on before that, and now you're trying to invite me into your change of shit. Bye.
Right.
You got
maybe that's why some of your heels been missing.
That's right. And then what if a guy says a response like his counter is that, well, how come women can wear men's clothes but we can't put their clothes on to be freaky and stuff?
It's never.
I ain't the one for you. I ain't the one for you, honey boo.
No. That's not. That
explain to them. If the guy asks you, why can women get away with it but men can't? Go ahead and answer the question. Go ahead. Anyone, take the mic.
We just did.
No, that's not for me. I wouldn't even elaborate. I mean, I don't even know if women are getting away with anything. People can do what they want to do, I guess, on both sides. But for me, that's not for me. So you're not going to have a debate with me about that. So
But I actually got an answer for this one. For any gentleman that actually has this authentic question, because some of them have, the answer to that is, first of all, your clothing has more fabric. Ours does not versus yours. Your body structure is not going to work well with our clothing. The anatomy is just different. And I don't care if you find something that, like a dress of mine that fits. Sweetheart, I want to be with a man, not a woman. Shout out to all, the people that are sideways and they go to the other team. Shout out to you. No hate. I love y'all too.
Yeah. It's just that's not for me,
Men's clothing has more fabric. Women's clothing does not. It looks cute on us, but weird and crazy on you.
Now, there are women out there, and like you said, Lily, I ain't knocking whatever people want to do, but there are women out there that are okay with their men cross-dressing.
Yeah.
They're out there. Look, the stuff, the weirdest and the craziest of the things exists out there. It's just not
they
me.
Wear
it's not
their
my cup of tea.
They'll wear a teddy. I've heard of men that do that. I've even been sent pictures of men that say, how do I look? You think I should wear these panties? And I say, yeah, sure. Black looks great on you. How about the pink ones? Let's do the pink ones, And then, but I don't want to really see that. Like, I think I like to see a man in man's clothing. It's very attractive. It's all attraction. You know, if the man asks you, Gizelle, or you, Mimie, do you find it sexy or any way kinky or attractive if I put your panties on it? You tell him no, and he asks you why. You know, but because and let's say he just wants to he doesn't like to wear panties, but he just wants to know.
The conversation, there shouldn't even be a conversation.
It
Because
won't
if
be.
he asks me that question, there is definitely a problem. There's a problem to even think that you can ask me that question.
You won't even get to the why with me.
No.
We're not going to the why. No, I mean, I'm not the one for you then. That's not for me. That's just all it comes down to. I'm not going to judge you.
Now, if he goes in the bathroom and he puts on one of your G's and he comes out in that bad boy trying to be sexy, deuces, night is over.
And if you're being silly and funny and it's like a joke, but it's not serious.
You don't joke.
You gotta watch some jokes sometimes. Sometimes
real men don't. Real heterosexual men do not joke around stuff like that.
Well,
I don't find it funny.
Shout out to the one because I do know some that they just played a joke and that it was literally just a joke. So
I see on social media like dads, they let their kids paint their nails and put on tutus. Some people are silly like that to that extent.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say about that.
Them, but I don't want that.
Right, because I definitely with the daddy's girl thing, that's right here. But this is the thing, and even with that, I think it's actually the cutest thing to see that. When I see little girls and daddies, and they're in the little girl's room and they're doing their little tea party, and it's just daddy and the little girl, and she's painting his nails, like let her do all kinds of things out of him. Now that's a different story.
Yeah,
because that's a daddy-daughter moment that should not even be recorded.
Right. Well, we did take some pictures of,
but
Daddy,
I think it's cute. I think it's cute. But I think if he takes it out of the little girl's room where he's doing daddy-daughter tea party,
that's a problem.
And he takes it to the wife's room and tries to, hey, baby.
Zaddy and wife. Zaddy with the Z. Look, I said, look, I said, I said Zaddy with the Z. Zaddy.
That's funny.
The answer is no.
Crazy. People play when they raise the start cheating, being unfaithful and secretive. Oh, I see. People play when they're raised from the start cheating and being unfaithful and secretive. So it's like I guess they have like a history from like childhood being players, and then they bring that all the way to adulthood, and they think it's still okay to be that way. Now we've seen that, ladies, many times. You know, those guys that say, "Hey, what's that?" I'll be like, "Huh? What? Shorty."
That's dangerous. That's dangerous, actually. If you did that forever and you bringing it and you meet up somebody like Mimie Acosta.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
Or Gizelle or Lily over here, I'm more.
The same.
You can call it corny, but I like me a gentleman where he's dressed nice. Let me stop because now I'm hot. We need AC. Just hot up in here. Please. Oof. It's not just my blanket. It's hot. It's just real hot. Have mercy. Uno date nights are the best nights. The first night, the first night can be fun. You got me, Red Arrow. I feel you see what somebody, your sister. Okay, you see, what's your zodiac sign? I gotta know. Red Arrow. Tell me your zodiac sign. I gotta know. Shout out to Mimi's fellow Scorpios out there. Me and Gizelle's fellow Sagittarius. Shout out to the Leo that's crazy in the comment section. And shout out to the Capricorn, Miss Lizzie. Shout out. See, I remember.
I do want to say we're about to get out of here, you guys. We had such a great time, but I do want to talk about the surprise that we're going to be having on May 25th. We're going to be doing a live stream with audience from taping from her point of view, and we will be joined by. Take it away.
Yes, you got me, your girl Gizelle over here, the legendary Mimie Acosta, and Deasia Marie from season 1. What's up, Queen? Coming back. All my queens joining me for this act. What's up? Oh, let me not start rapping. All right, so you're gonna see some performances from Gizelle and myself. We're gonna be singing, not singing, singing. All right. Got some merch. Some of us got some merch that we would like to extend and share with y'all. So if you want to see some of our original merchandise, you best come on over so you can purchase. We want you to enjoy yourself. This is going to be a great night, everybody. A very great night.
So stay tuned for that. And before we get out of here, legendary Mimie Acosta, please tell everyone about what you do and how everyone can follow you.
Okay, so CEO and founder at M.I.A. Entertainment Group. I have TV, film, music productions. I do a little of everything as it pertains to anything entertainment. Okay, so you guys can find me at M.I.A. Entertainment Group on IG or website miaentertainmentgroup.com. Thank you very much for having me, ladies. I had a great time from her point of view.
Thank you for joining us today, Queen. We enjoyed having you. We had a spicy, deep conversation tonight. I had fun.
We did.
That's right. And also, I said it, management also wants us to add that streaming live, we'll be streaming live through liveinentertainment.com. So go ahead and check that out. Do not miss it, because then you're going to regret it. Dang, Nevitt. Red Arrow says, is that what you say at the strip club? What are you saying?
I want you guys to follow me everywhere at Jizzy Worldwide. And Lily, where can they follow you?
You can find your girl Lily the Goddess if you just Google Lily the Goddess, especially just spelled exactly how you see it. L-E-E, one word, L's are capital, and then D-A-G-O-D-D-E-S-S. Okay.
Yes,
follow,
yes.
Follow.
And if I may, guys, a huge shout out to Russell Thacker. That's my videographer, photographer, great guy in this industry. Crystal Booker, CB and the Boys, Red Arrow. I saw your IG. Thank you very much for coming through. So thank you guys. Lizzie, okay, fellow ambassador. Love you guys dearly, dearly, dearly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night. Thank you again for joining us, Mimie.
Yes, yes. I had a great time. Thank you.
Now, y'all know
I said it.
You know the routine. You better start busting the move. Here's the music. Ready? Let's go.
Hey. Aries rule. Scorpions rule. Saggies rule. We all rule.
Right.
I point the direction.
Hey. Thank you, Lizzie.
Here we go.
Bernadette, thank you, love.